covering the Northern Bahamas. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. A local gaming facility helping to make this Christmas bright for a number of charitable organizations on Grand Bahama. For those on the receiving end, the timing couldn't be better. General Investments giving back to 5 non-profit organizations on Grand Bahama. Marketing Director Karen Wilson says that they wanted to end the year with a bang by donating checks to various organizations that help the less fortunate.
With the Cancer Society, so she will have monies to send patients into Nassau for the month of December. Also put food in the Red Cross in their shelter. Also outreach ministries, we're assisting them with their Christmas party. The Grand Bahama Children's Home, who me and Sheila spoke about, their need of a vehicle. So we're donating $5,000 today. Also the Beacon School.
Stephanie Barr of the Red Cross, Lauren Miller of the Cancer Society, Dudley Sade of Reach Out Youth Organization, and Jackie Cooper of the Beacon School all say they are extremely grateful for the timely monetary donation, as this season can be particularly costly.
Our cupboard is bare and it's the Christmas time. We feed 59 persons every day and another 20 at the end of the month who get a monthly parcel. And you all can imagine how costly that can be to cook every day, 5 days per week, and deliver.
Cancer seems to be at an all-time high in Grand Bahama, so we really appreciate the funds that are usually donated throughout the year. Like the other persons had spoken of, it's tough in Grand Bahama. A lot of persons are dying from cancer because they cannot afford to get the treatment. They cannot even afford to get to Nassau to get the treatment.
We feed about 100 children every day. I come for hot meal. So that's over 500 hot breakfasts for the week. So this donation will go a very long way. I want to say how much it means to us.
The Beacon School is the only government special needs school in Grand Bahama. And we are always looking for the corporate community to come and lend us a helping hand, because dealing with special needs children is not an easy task.
Executive Director of the Grand Bahama Children's Home, Sheila Johnson-Smith, is encouraging other corporate entities to do their part, not only during the holiday seasons, but throughout the year.
We cannot begin to say how grateful we all are. Not that I'm the spokesperson for my social partners, but I'm just saying we're all in the same boat. We all are in need, and we are all trying to help as much as we can, because the government can't do it all. And so we need you as an individual, we need you as a company to come on board with all of us, as Jarrell has done. And they are showing that they care about this community, this country.
Saturday, December 1st was recognized as World AIDS Day. Here on Grand Bahama, the local AIDS Awareness Committee, the Grand Bahama Health Services and Pharmachem Technologies Grand Bahama Limited teamed up to host a rapid testing downtown Freeport. Several entities on Grand Bahama coming together to host a Know Your Status rapid HIV testing health event in the downtown area. Nurse manager with the surveillance unit at the Grand Bahama Health Services, Katie Saunders, noting the importance of early detection.
It is so important to know your status. Like I said, one, it lends to early detection and treatment. It lends to the reduction in the transmission of HIV, and that's our ultimate goal here in Grand Bahama, as a matter of fact, in the world. We want to reach what they call the 90-90-90 target, where 90% of persons living with HIV know their HIV status. 90% of those persons that have HIV, they're on medication, and 90% of persons that are on medications are virally suppressed. Hence, the need to know your status.
Persons in the community were able to get pre- and post-counseling, and the confidential results were available in just 15 minutes. Chairperson of the Grand Bahama AIDS Awareness Committee, Africa Karamo Miller, says that knowing your status is especially important in helping to curb the spread of the disease.
We are mobilizing our efforts with people all over the world. So this is a significant day, not just for the Bahamas, but all around the world where persons are taking steps to just, I guess bring awareness to HIV and AIDS, and also to hopefully decrease stigma and discrimination against those who are living with the disease. I always feel like by the grace of God, that could be anybody. We're all sexual beings, so if we don't take better precautions, you never know.
One resident, Sasha Gibson, says she took the test as the dreaded disease has already hit close to home.
Many years ago, I lost an uncle to HIV/AIDS, as well as a very, very, very good friend of mine. And so even though I'm in my 20-somethings, I want to encourage everyone to come out and get tested, because you never know. And it's always better to be safe.
Residents were also able to receive the flu vaccination. The Public Hospital Authority held its annual staff Christmas luncheon today at Christ the King Hall. The luncheon included most of the staff at the hospital as they gathered in their various departments. There were prizes, games, and a competition that most staff members participated in for fun and laughter. Hospital Administrator Sharon Williams says that it's important that staff are recognized for their valued service.
It's extremely important for us to show our staff our appreciation, and this is being put on not with hospital funds, but with funds from all of the managers, all of the administrators, all of the supervisors get together, and we are making sure that we show our staff our appreciation today. From top corporate office, the managing director would have donated on behalf of our staff, and then all of the managers in Grand Bahama Health Services also contributed towards this festive event today.
In addition to the luncheon, hospital administrators also took the time to recognize some employees who have dedicated 20-plus years at the hospital. Assistant Director of Communications, Valeria Burrows, says that the persons are well-deserving of the recognition.
They're also recognizing those staff that would have been here for 20 years, given that this is the 20th anniversary of the Governor General's visit here to Grand Bahama Health Services. So we wanted to show our appreciation to those persons that would have been here for those past 20 years. And as you can tell, we are having an excellent time. Everybody is excited. The enthusiasm is really hyped. And our managers are very pleased to have done this for the staff.
And now it is time to Ask the Doctor.
This is Ask the Doctor. Michael from Nassau asked, what is sickle cell, and is it true that it only affects black children? Michael, thank you for a great question. Normal red blood cells are round. In sickle cell anemia, some red blood cells become deformed due to an inherited mutation, so they look like sickles used to cut wheat, which gives rise to the name of the disease. In patients with sickle cell, there aren't enough healthy round blood cells to carry oxygen throughout the body, which can cause weakness and fatigue. The cells that are shaped like sickles or crescent moons can get stuck in smaller blood vessels and cause painful blood clots. Patients can also experience painful swelling in hands or feet, frequent infections, delayed growth, and vision problems. Because it is inherited, it predominantly affects those with ancestors from Africa, Spanish-speaking regions, the Mediterranean, India, and Saudi Arabia. The only potential cure for sickle cell is a bone marrow transplant done before the age of 16. In most cases, treatment aims to avoid crisis and alleviate symptoms so that the patient can enjoy normal life as much as possible. If you have a question, please email askdrbahamas@gmail.com. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
And before we head into sports tonight, we take another look at the Grand Bahama Port Authority, where they are lighting up the city with their weekend light show. It's Christmas time in the city of Freeport.